Okay, hi guys, welcome back. Today we're gonna be playing some Town of Salem. It's gonna be absolutely brilliant because we never lie to each other. We always win every single game, and there's no backstabbing that goes on here. I'm Malstorm, and I'm here with Weldrick.
Yo. Yeah, so for those who don't know, Town of Salem is, yeah, sounds obvious. It's based on the game Mafia, which is a pretty old game actually. It's an old card-based game actually. It's pretty good. They've taken it to a new level. It used to be a bit more popular than it is now, unfortunately. So yeah, let's just start matchmaking. Oh, I said that and the lobby's almost full already. But yeah,
Brilliant.
so the idea is you have kind of four factions. You have the town, you have the Mafia, you have the Witch Coven, and you have all the neutrals who are kind of fighting for themselves. What's going to happen is, this is going to be very weird, me and Malistorm are not going to lie to each other.
Yeah, of course not. Why would we do that?
Because we don't know each other's roles. We don't know anybody's roles. So you'll actually be seeing my screen from your perspective, and you can see everything about me. Not so much Malistorm.
Yeah, I will be telling you what's happening on my screen, but whether you believe me or not is entirely up to you.
Normally not.
What? You've no reason to suspect that. So right now we've just been given our roles, and I can tell you I'm a good guy. I'm definitely on the town side. So there's different factions. You've got the town, you've got the Mafia, and then you've got the Coven, and then you've got some random independent ones as well. So I'm a town member in this one, and Weldrake is going to tell me that he is also a town member.
I am.
We're going to work together.
I am a town member.
Well, you can tell if he's a town member because his name will be in green, like mine is.
So what you can see, Malistorm hasn't actually used the name Malistorm. He has used Gigawatt. I only know that because I've seen his skin before. But I have gone with my name of Weldrake. I'm in the top right-hand corner, and
yeah, he's going to try. Basically, we're all going to have a nice night's sleep, and we're going to try and not get killed. That's the aim, anyway.
It is a pretty interesting game. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, it's free in the browser-based version, or you can show your support and buy the expansion, which is the Coven expansion. Gives you a few more witch roles, and it'll also make its own application in Steam. How much was that? I think it was like £6, £7.
It's like £5 or something.
It's not much. It's good. Just showing your support because it is otherwise a free game. You don't have to purchase anything. Although, of course, as with a lot of games nowadays, there is that possibility.
So what did you do night one?
I didn't do shit, dude. I can't do shit at night. Why?
That's interesting.
Why?
No reason.
Oh, and also another thing, sorry, this is probably confusing. The role list says any. That's because we're playing a game mode called All Any. So basically, everyone can be anything. Sometimes in some different versions of this game, you can have certain roles, such as like you'll have 4 Mafia, 6 Town, blah blah blah. But this is All Any, so anyone can be anything. So yeah, you have the ability to talk through the day. You have the discussion timer up in the top right hand corner, and yeah, you discuss things. I mean, I'm staying pretty quiet at the minute. Mr. Gigawatt Malistorm is.
I'm not. I don't like this. I don't like his order. I'm gonna random lynch him. Do you want to just jump on this?
Yeah, of course. The random lynch is a well-established tradition in the game.
Oh, actually, go for Serial Kitten. Go for Serial
Kitten. Yeah.
Yeah. Get Serial Kitten voted up. He's clearly evil, and we need to get him killed.
So
William
somebody
Hobbs
has revealed themselves as the mayor, William Hobbs. So the mayor is a town role, and his vote counts for 3. But that obviously makes him a big target for Coven and Mafia, as they are able to kill at night.
Serial Kitten does not seem to understand why he's being put up. He's a little bit confused. He doesn't understand the tradition of randomly lynching someone on the first day, clearly.
And also,
that was my
not
vote.
voting guilty.
Well, you see, that was my vote straight away, getting in there on the guilty. I want to make sure Serial Kitten is going to die.
I'm still scared of this person being a jester. Now, a jester, if they get lynched, during the day and not killed at night, but lynched, they can actually choose to kill somebody who voted guilty.
2 to 5. Oh, that's not good, is it?
No, we won't bother getting them up again. Let's go for Zoldo.
No, I think Zoldo. Yeah, let's go for Zoldo. Let's see Zoldo. I don't know if people are going to jump on this time quite as readily because. Oh no! Well, it's getting so. Yeah, it's getting a bit of speed. Yeah, there's Zoldo going up on the start.
I think it's just this skin. This skin is clearly not well liked.
No, it's a little bit. It's a little bit too up yourself, isn't it? Like you got the wings, you got golden armor. I know I'm a fan of golden armor, but yeah, custodians don't have wings though, so you know. I think only one person in the 40k universe would fit that, and that's Saint Celestine, and you know she's allowed.
I would say Sanguinius, but that old fortune cookie bit the dust. I'm going to vote guilty on this one. I'm going to risk it.
Yeah, we need to get him killed. We need to get some blood on the floor. This has all happened because I accused Zoldo. I just asked Zoldo what the role was. They said wrecked, and because you know if you ask them what the role is, they're obviously evil.
It's just us two. It's just.
Oh, I'm an executioner. Yeah, sure.
So an executioner is a neutral role who basically has a target that they have to get killed.
So who is your target as executioner, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not executioner.
What's your role?
I'm not telling you, because I don't trust you.
You are. I mean, you're definitely not Town then. That's clear as day.
Why? Because you said you are Town, and therefore I should believe you and tell you what I am.
Well, maybe on night one I investigated you and saw that you weren't Town.
Now that's.
However, it is a full moon tonight, so
that's
if you're going
to
be
possible, because every result has an option of being Town.
That's true, but you also said you couldn't do anything at night.
No, I said I didn't do anything at night.
Oh. Actually, apparently every role doesn't have a good role associated with it.
Oh, they don't? Oh, I actually don't know. I just thought they did, to be honest.
I just investigated Shara, or however you say it, and it came out with Framer, Vampire, Jester, or Hexmaster. So I think they need to die.
But there's the problem. They have Jester in it. That's the problem. Who was that again?
Shara.
Chara. Oh, yeah, I see Chara. Number 12.
What did I say? Jester, Vampire, Hexmaster, or
Jester,
Framer?
I don't know. I do enjoy this game. It is a nice break from the usual routine, isn't it? I say routine, you know what I mean. It does occasionally get filled with toxic bags of salt, but
yeah, it's sometimes annoying, especially when there's multiple people who are working together when they really shouldn't be doing.
I know, right?
Lots of people get really angry about people who are on, say, Discord or Skype.
Yeah, they do, but then the thing is, if that was not allowed, then you wouldn't be able to create parties, as far as I'm concerned anyway. In this day and age, gamers talk to each other on these systems. So if you're going to allow parties, then, yeah, gotta be expected.
I need you to jump on Chara.
Yeah, sure. Your vote is my vote. I'm trusting you up until I find out what your real role is. Bearing in mind you could be the Mafia version of the investigator, the consigliere.
No, so I'm going to say that I'm going to take the hit if they're the jester, and I'm going to be the only one voting. So that means if they're a jester, I'm the only one who's going to die off it. I don't think they're jesters.
Very admirable. Man.
They're not. They're not a sheriff. It is, but they're probably not a jester.
That's true. So, are you going to take it?
Yeah. So what I'm thinking here is, if someone else votes, I'm just going to quickly... Oh, yeah.
No one else should vote.
No, he went innocent.
I thought you were going to vote guilty. God, I wish I was a killing role.
Yeah, me too. That horse person is pretty... pretty evil, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm putting my thinking cap on. If you want to know, it's a Sherlock Holmes hat. No, I'm joking.
Have you been keeping your will up to date, by the way?
No, because I haven't been doing anything.
No, you're definitely not town, then, are you?
Maybe
So I investigated you night 1.
Maybe I am.
Oh, well, this is interesting.
I do find it strange how you always seem to be an investigator. Because you always say, oh, I investigated you. It's like, but did you?
Yeah, I always get the opportunity,
But
and then
did you?
catch you out in a lie.
But
That's,
did you?
I think the reason they voted innocent must be because they're in the coven together.
Yeah, and just for those watching, trans is short for transporter. They have the option, they're a town member, and they have the option to swap the places of 2 other people in the game, meaning that anything that would happen to one actually happens to the other. It can make for some very interesting plays, to be honest. But I thought that we actually found out that there were no transporters.
We need to kill ours. It's definitely coven. There's no other reason. There's like literally no reason he would vote innocent unless he was on their side.
Did you investigate us?
I did.
What did they say?
I was also a robot.
Oh, then there might be Mafia. One of them could be an escort. So role blocking, for everyone, it's just like a tutorial, isn't it? Role blocking is when you select somebody at night, and then they cannot perform their night function. So, for example, Malostorm wanted to investigate somebody, and he was role blocked, meaning that that investigation did not happen.
Yeah.
Am I voting guilty on this? What's the plan?
Yeah, I think he voted guilty. This one, I don't think is a jester. I think if anyone's going to be a jester, it's going to be Chara.
No, I think you're right. I think they're both Coven. They could be. What Coven member did Chara come up as? Hex?
Hexmaster.
That's interesting, because I don't think you know that you're hexed. What?
I think he's saying, oh, he is a jester.
And you're going to
That's why
see
he
what
voted
a
innocent.
jester does now.
Yeah.
So we get Chara tomorrow.
No, because the other guy was just voting innocent, wasn't he? She could still be jester. Because that doesn't make sense of being Mafia or Coven, does it?
This is true.
Keeping the will up to date. Who should I go investigate next?
I don't know, because Chara said that he was transported, so maybe you didn't actually investigate Chara the first time.
I'll try Chara again.
Just to make sure. Because then otherwise you're going to have to explain to everyone tomorrow, hey, guys, this guy can only be bad things. And what really are the... Holy... I was haunted by the jester, and I committed suicide over the guilt.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Yep. It's alright though. Took 2 of them with me.
Oh, you're the werewolf?
I was a werewolf.
I thought you were, because when I investigated you in night 1, it told me you were either a sheriff,
So,
which, you know,
dude,
has some...
I helped you out. They're both Mafia. They're saying in dead chat. No, the werewolf did not attack Wildrick.
That's okay, because that bodes well for us.
Look at that, the Mafioso, who's the Mafia killing role, and the Forger. Wait, Forgers don't clean people, so they must still have a
Mafioso by now.
Mafioso now, but what were they before? Janitor, I think? Cleans? Yeah, makes sense.
I'm going to have to apologise here.
What?
Just slightly, because I was the investigator, but then I was visited in the night by a vampire.
Yeah, now a vampire.
So I'm now a vampire, and so is, you know, Chara and Zoldo, interestingly enough. So it's everyone who basically I've accused is actually a vampire and was actually evil. So my instincts were right, but
Who? Chara and who else?
Chara and Zoldo, yeah,
Zolda. Oh.
yeah. So it's good. We've got
So that instead of risking you revealing them, they brought you into the fold. So that's kind of clever, really.
basically, yeah. It was quite good because I was there like, shit. Well, that's why I got us to execute Oz instead because I was like, well, I can't get Chara executed. That'd be bad.
That's interesting. But you're welcome. I just took out two of the Mafia unintentionally. So for everyone who's wondering at home why the hell I didn't attack anybody, I was going for a timeless classic strategy known as the Ninja Werewolf. If you don't attack unless somebody investigates you, or, as you found out, visits you on a full moon night, nobody actually knows that there's a werewolf. So it is actually quite successful that you lost to the end of the game, because you actually have decent defense and you can't really be killed by many things. And then you just kill everybody, because what happens to a werewolf is they kill everybody who visits them on a full moon, and they visit one house, and they kill everybody who visits that house. It's pretty awesome.
I'm now being told that I'm good at this game, and they're glad that they bit me.
Alright, suck a dick, dumb shit.
Well. I know, it's going pretty well. I'm currently the youngest vampire, so they're passing me around a little bit, but other than that, it's going okay.
That sounds...
Oh shit, this isn't going well now.
Sorry, you only lost one of them.
Yeah, it's true, we took out Ghost.
So Ghost must be Mafia.
Yeah. I don't think he's veteran.
No. I think that's your final Mafia there.
If he was veteran, then I would have died.
That is true.
Because I'm the youngest, so I would go to bite him.
Yeah.
Three is not suspicious. 1 is not suspicious. 14 is not suspicious. The thing is, they are not a fucking sheriff, are they? That's pretty clear. So 3, 1, 14 though, that doesn't help us.
Mm. I think that's all the Mafia gone, if I'm completely honest. I think you've only got Town left.
Yeah, I don't think they are a medium.
No, I don't think we've actually had anyone talking. Hold on, let me check. No.
Well, hang Fred, because that works in what we want.
No, there is no medium. So, this is going to take a while because we're explaining every role we come across, but a medium, known as the medium's curse. A medium is often one of the first to die just by complete fluke. But
normally night 1, yeah. It's
normally subject to a random lynch. Did I break up at any point there? I think I just screwed something up. No?
No, I don't.
Okay, cool. But a medium has probably one of the worst roles in that all they can do is talk to the dead at night. So on the left side of my screen now you can see that some of my text is, or the names are red. They're dead. We can see each other, but the living can't see us. The medium can't see us during the day, but at night they can see our chat. And then if a medium dies, they can choose to actually communicate with one of the living through seance. Which is strange.
How feisty is dead chat at the minute?
Not that feisty. They're claiming a lot of wrong things, like Zoldo is Mafia. No, Zoldo is vampire, thank you.
Well, there's Fred dead.
Oh my god, another mafioso. So the reason that you see so many mafiosos is that the mafioso is the main, or basically one of the main killing roles. And there always has to be a killing role in the Mafia. So I'm guessing that Pebbles was the original mafioso, and Ghost and Fred would have been other roles that were then promoted upon the previous mafioso's death. So you always at least have a killing role in the Mafia, which helps. The Godfather, there can only ever be one of. If somebody starts as a mafioso, they can then be promoted to Godfather if the Godfather dies, but any subsequent mafiosos cannot become the Godfather. Now the Godfather is immune to most attacks at night, and he actually comes up as not suspicious whenever he's investigated by a sheriff. So the Godfather's pretty strong, needless to say. I'm guessing that's the last. Have you converted everybody?
No, we tried to convert someone last night, but their defense was too strong, so I'm slightly concerned.
I didn't know that was a thing. I thought...
But the mayor is now dead, and they can't kill us through votes.
He committed suicide. So it's a pretty nasty way of putting it, but suicide is when somebody leaves the game, basically. Strange. This is actually very strange because there couldn't have been that many town to start with, to be honest with you. This is a pretty oddly proportioned game. So who are vampires?
It's me and Zoldo who are the vampires here. But we tried to bite Bella last night.
Now I don't understand what it means by defense is too high, because if they are town, they get turned. If they are Mafia, they die. But the only Mafia who has high defense is Godfather. Is Bella the Godfather?
So he could be the Godfather.
Ooh. A
He's now dead,
Mafia game. Yeah, a 5 Mafia game in an all any. That's it's quite rare actually, really. And they normally win when they get that.
Well, the problem was that they had quite a few vampires to go against, and we murdered them. And they also had a werewolf who murdered half of them straight away. So, basically, the creatures of the night are not the Mafia's friends, it seems. But this has gone pretty well for us. I'm glad I got turned, because the vampires are doing pretty well.
Yeah, you bastard.
It's a shame that Chara died, but yeah, because Zoldo was the original vampire apparently. So when I called him out day one, he was shitting himself.
Oh, Bella was a Plaguebearer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really bad. Considering this is night at day what? Day 7.
I think Blue is now slightly concerned they're gonna die.
Yeah. So Plaguebearer. This is going to be the last one I describe because it's a pretty awesome role. It's a unique role, there can't be more than one. Plaguebearers, I don't know if they attack. Do they actually attack? I think they do, don't they? Or do they just visit people and spread plague? I think they just visit. So you choose somebody to visit at night, and they are considered plagued. So you visit somebody, they count as plagued, but then a plagued person, whoever they carry, or whoever they visit, or whoever visits them, also becomes plagued. Now, when the whole town is plagued, the Plaguebearer turns into Pestilence, Horseman of the Apocalypse, which is pretty awesome. Who has a powerful attack, which means basically nothing can stop it. I don't think there's anything which has defense high enough to stop Pestilence's attack. And he's also completely immune at night, meaning you've got to find out who he is and lynch him during the day. That's the only way you can kill him. It's actually surprisingly hard to win as a Plaguebearer of Pestilence. Just because, you know, as soon as somebody sees the remotest hint that somebody is one of these two characters, they often get cut up.
Yeah, that's the same as it's similar to Werewolf. As soon as you realise it's a Werewolf or a Plaguebearer, everyone kind of bands together to try and find them.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you just bite Blue?
Because he could actually be a veteran, and we don't want to risk it.
That's true.
He's saying that he could have resurrected the mayor and won, but we could have equally bitten the mayor or him, so he wouldn't have won.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's a shame that the only confirmed town is being lynched, but you know that's just how this game
Well,
works.
the mayor was confirmed on what was it, day 1? I think it did that.
That's true. He then disconnected.
Oh.
It didn't actually make any difference, though.
The death animation for this is just stupid.
It's not too bad, to be fair, because in my mind, I'm imagining that Zolda who's just kicking the shit out of him.
That's true. That's kind of true, yeah. Oh, was a ret. Interesting.
Yeah.
Why didn't they bring the... Oh, no, because the mayor actually left, so they couldn't bring them back.
The mayor's the only confirmed town member in that entire list.
Yeah. These cleaned ones could have been town, and obviously you and Chara, I don't know what Chara was before. But still, that is not a lot of town.
Yeah, I think... I'm not sure what Chara was either. But it worked.
Yeah. They've had a little
quite
death
good.
screen. I haven't seen this before. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys, that's Town of Salem.
That is Town of Salem. It is a nice little game. It's free. That's why I don't actually... Oh, both of us, if you could see Malastorm's screen, we don't seem to have many wins, losses, or draws because this the platform on Steam is new to us. We've only recently got it as well, but we've played it for quite a while on browser, haven't we? And yeah, it's been fun. It's good. It's a good distraction, let's call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is all. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys next time.
See you next time.